Mr. Nelson, this question is from Cricket Giles and asks, in February, you and 4 aldermen were witnessed talking in the parking lot after a noon meeting. Within hours of this, the city clerk was suspended. Her suspension letter states the Board of Aldermen directed this suspension. There was no public meeting and no vote by the board on this matter. Did you decide on the suspension in your meeting in the parking lot?
We had no meeting in the parking lot. Okay? I will take, and it's funny how all this stuff comes up right before the election, isn't it? That's amazing that this would come up right before the election. I have never, in one of my mayor's breakfasts, or lunches, or at a Shane Nelson for Mayor meeting, had a quorum there, ever. The time they're talking about, James Hake, Randy Wright, and I were talking about some stupidity that somebody put on topics about me. There was not 4 over there, okay? Plus, you can actually have 4 if you're not talking about city business. And what about at a chamber GAO? There's 5 or 6 sometimes here. You're not talking about city business. So never, ever, ever, ever has there been a quorum together with me alone. Ever. With Ms. Wilson, every step of the way on that, the HR department was involved, city administrator was involved, city attorney was involved. They brought James Hake, who's the president of the Board of Aldermen, because he's a mayor pro tem. And so they formed that letter. Nobody on the Board of Aldermen formed it. And it was their decision, like I said, to suspend Ms. Wilson with pay, okay, until a finding of the Board of Aldermen. Ms. Wilson had made some mistakes on some of the ballots. One of them cost us trying to get money for transportation. Not saying it would have passed. So with cause, the Board of Aldermen voted 5-1 to remove Ms. Wilson, okay? 5-1. That's pretty emphatic that it needed to be done. There is no substance to any of that. None. Like I said, someone wants to pay for a lie detector test, hook me up. I'm more than happy. Never, ever, ever has that happened. Ever.
Not the information I understand.
Well, that's fine. We can stand up here and say, well, I have some information that there was 4 of you guys. I was there. I mean, we can go walk right over there. Randy Wright had his phone out, showing James Hake and I something that was on topics. That was it. Where's the rest of all the aldermen? Didn't happen. It's a non-issue. Well, that's not true. It's not a non-issue. It's a political issue. You got nothing else. They have not. I'm not saying you did this. Okay, I know you did. Your supporters, they don't have anything. Things are going too well in Ozark. We have momentum. We're doing things we've never done before. We're not being laughed at by Springfield, by Nixa. That stuff's over, you guys. We're going forward. Uh-oh, we don't like him in there. What are we going to do to try to make him look bad right before the election? Oh, sunshine law violation. Come on. There's nothing there.
I disagree.
We'll find, listen, it doesn't even matter. You guys, anybody in here that knows me, whether you like me or not, you know I'm an honest person. I'm a straight shooter. Too straight, sometimes probably. I'm very direct. There's nothing to that but a political move. That's all. All.